Today, one of the headliners is Florida Governor Rick Scott. He joins me now from Washington. Governor Scott, appreciate you joining us this morning. This is your first time, your first crack at it at the Washington CPAC conference. Give us a little bit of a preview of the message that you want to convey this morning.
Well, what I'm going to talk about is what I ran on. I ran on getting our state back to work and, running your state like you run a business. Keep your costs low. In our case, keep our taxes as low as possible. Get rid of regulation. Treat business people like you want them in your state. And gosh, it works. Our unemployment dropped the fastest other than one state last year, dropped 2.1%. We generated 141,500 private sector jobs. So what I'm going to talk about is if we want our federal economy to get going, we've got to reduce taxes, reduce regulation, reduce litigation, and say we want American companies to be more successful than companies anywhere in the world.
You're a rising star in the Republican Party. How important is this opportunity for you to address the folks at CPAC?
Oh, well, this is a great opportunity. It's the conservative bedrock of the country. It's the individuals that are going to they're going to help elect the next president. You can hear behind me they're applauding. They're very active. They're activists. They care about our country. They care about the Constitution. They care about limited government, lower taxes, less regulation. And so this is a great opportunity for me. I'm really honored to be here.
We've heard from a lot of people. Just tell us, what's the overall message that you hear coming out of the conference this year?
I think the message is one thing's great about our country right now is people are active. We're having a healthy debate in the country. Do we want larger government or smaller government? Do we want more government regulation or less government regulations? Higher taxes or lower taxes? More litigation or less litigation? And so it's a clear choice this year. And I think what everyone's talking about is the fact, if we want jobs, which is the biggest issue we have in our country, we've got to change the direction of the country and really say, how do we make American businesses be more successful so they can hire more American workers?
You did not endorse before the Florida primary. Instead, you let the voters choose. They picked Romney. Do you agree with their choice?
Well, look, I think that across the country, voters ought to be, looking at all these candidates. They ought to look at them based on, are they going to help turn our economy around? It's the biggest issue we have. It's jobs, jobs, jobs. And I think the debates were healthy. I think having the candidates come to your state and campaign is really healthy. That's what they did in Florida, and I know they're going to do that across the country.
So who of the candidates do you support? Are you going to stand behind one? You've heard them talk, you've met them all. Who do you like?
Well, I think all of them are great candidates. I think they all can win this election. I think that the election is going to be about jobs. Unfortunately, the president has not been able to turn the economy around, so it's going to be an election about the economy. So every one of our candidates can win the election.
All right. No endorsement, I guess, Governor, from you right now. Maybe we'll hear from you during the speech. Maybe we'll be able to figure out which way you're leaning after your speech. We really appreciate you joining us this morning, and enjoy yourself there during the weekend at the conference.